York at the rate you're going.
But that's none of your business.
My favorites are oldies. First off, first one in no particular order, but the first one is It Happened One Night with Clark Gable and Claudette Colbert. It is frivolous and romantic, and I so want to be her in that movie because of my massive crush on Clark Gable. He is so charming, and every male actor who ever wants to be a leading man or who is a leading man and wants to be a better leading man should watch that movie and study his performance deeply. And then The Philadelphia Story with Katharine Hepburn and Cary Grant, because it's a classic love triangle romantic comedy. It is the prototype for every romantic comedy you'll ever see. And it's good to know as an actress, and I love it. His Girl Friday with Rosalind Russell and Cary Grant, because the banter back and forth between them, particularly in the whole first half of the film, is spectacular. It is a great display of wit and comedic timing and a very strong dynamic between men and women. And I think it was a turning point, too, for like women having a whole new personality and persona of strength and being a driving force in cinema, while being charming and funny. Born Yesterday with Judy Holliday. I've watched bits of it in slow motion because she's so brilliant with her physical comedy in this film. I'm a huge Judy Holliday fan. I have 5.5 films for you. And then All That Jazz, because I think, number one, I was a dancer my whole life. I love Bob Fosse. And the pathos and the humor, the way they're juxtaposed in that film is so well done. And I think, you really get... I think pathos is very well told when it's riding the wave of humor. And then my 5.5 film is Adam's Rib with Katharine Hepburn and Spencer Tracy. Fantastic man-woman banter, contest of the sexes. And Judy Holliday is also in that movie. And as it turns out, scenes in that movie... They left her on the stand and kept rolling camera, which became her audition piece for Born Yesterday, which is some fantastic trivia. You had edginess and wit and fantastic timing in these older films before people had become jaded and cynical and numb. And I felt like people were still alive, they're not drugged out, they're not, dulled. I mean, certainly there was a lot of alcohol flowing during those times.
Adam!
What?
Don't you dare slam that door.
All right.
But alcohol creates a different effect than drugs does. And I feel like in our current culture, people are dimming out a little bit. And I just felt like people were very alive in those movies. And those are my 5.5 movies by Jenna Elfman.